This July's twin attacks by a Norwegian anti-immigrant extremist shocked the entire world, shattering Norway's image as a peaceful country. Immigrants make up 12% of its total population and 1/3 of the country's unemployed. Has the tragedy had any impact on the Norwegian welfare system? CNC explains.
The Grønland area is unique in Oslo because it's home to a wide range of immigrants, including Somalis, Ethiopians, Kenyans, Iraqis, and Palestinians. The population of immigrants accounts for 12% of the entire Norwegian population of nearly 5 million. In the capital city of Oslo, the proportion is even higher, at about 30%. Norway is not a member country of the European Union, but its economy is closely associated with the 27-nation bloc through a special arrangement known as the EEA, or European Economic Area Agreement. With the European Union struggling to save its debt-hit member states, Norway's oil-rich economy has managed to hold down unemployment at 3%, Europe's lowest rate of joblessness.
So we're quite a strong economy compared to the rest of Europe, I would say. But we also export a lot of goods to Europe, so we kind of what happens in Europe affects us in Norway as well. We saw it very clearly in the last financial crisis 3 years ago. The unemployment started to increase quite fast in September 2008 when the bank crisis started. And in 1 year, the unemployment in Norway actually rose by about 80%, so that's quite a lot. But after that, it stabilized and has stayed low, and the last year it actually has fallen a bit, but we've seen the last few months now with the European debt crisis that it's again kind of flat and a bit increasing a bit, but very slowly.
Many immigrant workers in Norway aren't in secure, well-paid jobs. They are therefore more easily affected when the Norwegian economy experiences a slowdown. For instance, in September 2010, 65,000 people were registered as unemployed in Norway, and 1/3 of them were immigrants.
It depends a bit on where you're from. So from the last years, we have had a large immigration from especially from Poland and Lithuania to Norway, labor migration. And when the crisis came in 2008, we saw a big impact on the unemployment rate for those groups. So, for example, Polish immigrants in Norway, the unemployment rate is about 8 or 9% now, I think, so quite a lot higher than the Norwegian, or for the Norwegians. And similar to for some other groups, people born in Africa, for example, have more than 10% unemployment in Norway. So there is a difference between immigrants and Norwegian-born people.
But as almost everyone is covered by the Norwegian state welfare system, many immigrant workers enjoy the same unemployment benefits as Norwegian-born workers. They can go to a local office of the Norwegian Labour and Welfare Service, a government agency responsible for state welfare affairs, which is known as NAV in Norway. Official figures show that about 50% of the unemployed in Norway receive unemployment benefit from local offices of NAV. This share is about the same for Norwegians and immigrants. The twin attacks by an anti-immigrant extremist in Norway this July shocked the entire world. But certainly not every Norwegian feels uncomfortable about the growing number of immigrants who add competition to the labor market and receive benefits from the state welfare system. Kjell Henriksen is a 54-year-old native Norwegian. He's been without a job for almost a year. In January 2010, he came to an NAV office in Oslo for help after he lost this job.
This center, there are also people with another background than I have, because I am a native Norwegian. People who are living in Norway have the same rights as I have, even if they come from another country, another culture, or have another color than I have. I don't think that is unfair, because they are normally seeking jobs that we native Norwegians don't want to have. So they are now a competition for me. Also that when I am applying for my position in the future, it doesn't matter if my competent concurrent, those that who are competing with me, not if they come from Sweden, Africa, or Norway. I just have to do one thing and do my best to get that job.
The July the 22nd twin attacks in downtown Oslo and on the small island known as Utøya killed 77 persons. Many of the victims were young people participating in a summer camp on the island. The sole perpetrator, Anders Behring Breivik, is an anti-immigrant extremist. He's strongly against the immigrant-friendly policy pursued by the Norwegian government. However, the government pledged after the terrible incidents that Norway will remain open or even become more open.